Hello traders, it's a new month and I'm happy to be here again to share with you some things I've been noticing on the chart and also on my table that I've been compiling for the past 6 months. If you are just joining this channel, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We really need to push this table to a lot of traders out there. Okay, one thing I noticed last week while after releasing my weekly forecast, I studied the table more in-depthly and I could see some patterns, just like we see patterns on charts. I could see some patterns and I'm going to show you just a few because I don't want to take so much of your time. The first thing I noticed was the first week in January is mostly dominated by Mondays. So I saw this pattern. I saw Monday, 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 Monday. I would have expected Monday also, but Tuesday came. So it means it's okay whenever you're expecting Monday, you can add another day, the next day beside it because it can always help you in this thing. So I saw Monday, 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 Tuesday. So it would be so sensible just following this table to expect Monday or Tuesday to show as the low of the first week in July, just on this table. And I did a lot of things also, like there are days that some days don't show in a month. We should always expect the coming month to have that day show up. For example, in January we didn't have Tuesday on this table. Tuesday was not showing on this table, so it is okay for us to expect Tuesdays to show, and that was why we saw Tuesday showing on this table twice in February. And then also in um in March we saw Wednesday showing once, and it is okay to expect Wednesday to show more often on in April. Then in May, I saw that in May we didn't have Tuesday showing at all on this table. So it is perfectly okay to expect Tuesday to show in June, and we saw it show twice. So also in June, we didn't see Thursday show on this table at all. It is perfectly okay to expect Thursday to show in July. So that's just you can take more time to study. You can take more time to study this, but I'm just showing you. I don't want this video to be too long. So now let's go into what I was expecting for this week. So I was expecting either Monday or Tuesday to show on on Monday as the low. Sorry, on the first week as the low of July. Then in the second week, I also studied that. I saw. Sorry, not second week. In for the I, I saw that Friday, Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday. So Wednesday showed twice in from January to June. Wednesday showed twice, and the other days showed just once. So it is okay for us to expect Wednesday and or Thursday to show on on the table for the eye of the week. So those are the days I just highlighted in my head that I'll be watching out for. And let's go into the charts to see what eventually happened. So the low of the week formed on Monday, so that means that table gave us the right answer, and the high of the week formed on Thursday, and we also got a good response from that table. So let's quickly calculate the number of pips we got in total. So we got a total of how many? Quickly do that. So we got a total of 2,520 pips. So I have to go to my table to quickly update that. And 2,520 pips done. And then I don't want to take so much of your time. I checked the monthly high and I checked the monthly low. The monthly high formed on a Tuesday, the 2nd of June, and the monthly low formed on the 29th of June, which was on Monday. And if you have been following this channel, you will know that the first and second week of every month is very important for you to catch the high or the low of the month, whereas the the last days of the month are very important for you to catch a reversal. So I have to update this to okay Monday here, and then we have Thursday here. So then Monday here is showing 13 has shown 13 times, and Thursday has shown 5 times. So you can also do the same thing for the second week. From my analysis of this table, let me quickly rush through. So Friday, Thursday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday. So it means a day is always coming in between Fridays. So Friday, Thursday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday, Wednesday, we can expect either Thursday or Friday to show on this table for the low of the second week. And then for the high, we can see Wednesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. So it means those days are always following each other. Wednesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. Then for this particular one, you would expect Tuesday to show on Monday. And remember, I told you that you can always go a day before or a day after. So Monday, So Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. So same thing we expected here to either Monday or Tuesday to show, and we got Tuesday. So for this particular day, you can also expect the trend to continue. So personally, I would expect Wednesday. I'm coming. Let me go over it again. I'm trying to remember how I analyzed it. Wednesday, Tuesday. Then Monday. I should have expected Monday here, but Tuesday came. So I can expect either Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, just to follow this trend. Tuesday, I would vouch for Tuesday or Wednesday to show on this table. So either Tuesday or Wednesday should show on the high, and then for the low, we can expect Thursday or Friday. So that will be all on the analysis of the table. You can take one time to study it yourself. Please, this is just for educational purpose. I want to quickly rush this video. I don't want to waste so much time. I don't want to take so much time. Sorry. So based on the weekly forecast I made last week, just like just as I said market is going to come down to seek liquidity below, and market went further to seek this liquidity before pushing to the upside. So you should have made money following this to the downside and made money following this to the upside. That's just by the way. And let's quickly move into the analysis. This is the second half of the year, so it means we are done with the first half. So you should start your analysis from 6 months, just for you to be able to clearly see what you can expect on the chart. So I have to delete all what I've drawn here to have a clean chart. And what can I expect? You always know our POIs. Since we don't have a breakout yet on 6 months, we just mark our POIs. Let me make this black. So our POI, this is our first POI on 6 months. So I expect market to come to give me a tap of this place before going to the downside. And also checking the candlestick formation we have here, you can see that this is an inverted pin bar, which is signaling that gold is looking like it is ready to fall. I'm saying this based on what I'm seeing, not what I'm feeling. If I'm to talk on what I'm feeling, I will expect gold to keep pushing to the upside. But based on what I'm seeing, I'm expecting gold to come to the downside. But before it goes to the downside, it needs to, tap some places before it goes. So that's what we are trying to look at right now. Let's go into 3 months time frame to see if we have any other information. So with 3 months, I can see that the 6 months POI is going in line with it, with the rejection, with the OP. So I can just push this up. I can look for another POI here, which is the rejection block. So I have two POIs to watch out for on the 3 months time frame. Let's quickly check 1 month. We also don't have a breakout on 3 months, so let's check 1 month to see if we have a breakout. Yes, we do have a breakout on the monthly time frame, and that shows that breakout is our direction. Breakout is our direction. So even if gold pushes up, at least let's say to come to maybe this favorable gap or this rejection block also, we have a lot of PYs here on monthly. Let's just mark these few ones. Let me just mark these two POIs on monthly and watch for what we can expect. So based on the breakout on monthly, we still expect more. The original movement is to the downside, but we can expect a push up first before we go to the downside. So let's check if daily is giving us the information of them. Okay, weekly. Let's check weekly quickly. The only liquidity we have here on weekly is here, which is around 4384. So could push to 4384 before dropping. Well, let's see if daily is giving us any information about that. So looking at daily has given us a break to the upside here, and it is ideal for gold to come and seek this liquidity and even this liquidity. So market can decide to come for this liquidity or this liquidity. I will expect gold to come for this liquidity first. So it means we still have a movement of 174 here to, so we still have about 460 pips, or let's just round it up to 500 pips movement to the upside. And that's if we don't get a retracement first. So let's check 4 hours. Let's check 4 hours if we have anything. Okay, breakout on 4 hours is still to the upside. And let's check 1 hour to see if we have a final liquidity taken. If liquidity was taken on 1 hour. Okay, so 1 hour did take liquidity here, and I would expect gold to push to the upside on Monday. So if I get this on Monday, push to the upside on Monday to around 4224, which is where the daily liquidity is. 4224. Let me put it here. 4224. I won't be surprised if I see this push on Monday and maybe Tuesday. And just remember, like I said on the table, as I said on the table, you can expect the high or low of the week to form on the particular day. So just use that to work along what you're expecting. So if you see this forming on Tuesday and Wednesday, and you see a sell continuation or sell setup, don't be scared to take it. Don't be scared to take it. But if you don't see any, just expect gold to keep pushing to the upside because in as much as I'm ready for a sell, I still expect that gold can still keep pushing all the way up to these POIs that we've marked. So just watch out for this bullish movement on on gold. And also remember we have a channel, not a channel, but we have, let me try to see. Okay, we have this here, and market can decide to go in between it. A breakout to the upside will lead them up. So let's just do, let me put that here. So majorly, I will expect this, and that will be all I have to say for you this week. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you are just joining this channel. I have a lot of things to share with you guys, but just because of the duration of this video, I can't see much. So just keep following me constantly because every week I drop new insights on what to watch out for. All right, that will be all for this week, and I'll see you guys this week.